When did you realize your family was using you? Looking back, I don't think my family ever saw me as a person. I was more like a tool. If something needed to be lifted, fixed, driven, built, fetched, or figured out, they called me. Not once because they missed me, always because they needed me for something. I was the one who helped my brother move 4 times, including once during a snowstorm. I carried his sofa up 3 flights while he took a call from his boss. When he thanked someone, it was his friend who showed up late with pizza. When my sister got married, I built the flower arch and set up 120 chairs in the backyard. They called it a family event. I wasn't even in the group photo. My name wasn't printed on the invitation either, though I selected the design. For my cousin's baby shower, I drove 2 hours with a trunk full of decorations, set everything up, and left with a paper plate of cold food, and no one noticed when I was gone. When my dad's car broke down, I took a day off work to replace the battery and reprogram the keys. He told the neighbors he fixed it himself, and then asked why I didn't clean the garage while I was at it. Once I missed my best friend's engagement party because my aunt called last minute needing help loading a few things into her new apartment. It turned into a 6-hour move with no elevator. She gave me an expired gift card afterward like it was some kind of thank you. I've had birthdays go unnoticed because I was too busy setting up someone else's. I've shown up early, stayed late, and paid for things I wasn't asked to pay for, because I assumed that's what family does. But on Grandma's 80th birthday, it all snapped. It was supposed to be a real celebration, a weekend at a mountain resort, everyone together. I told myself this time would be different, but it wasn't. As soon as I arrived, my aunt handed me a clipboard and said I was on setup, sound, lights, and photos. No hello, no thanks. Just, you know where the projector is, right? By noon, I'd already fixed the lighting issue, untangled a dozen cords, arranged tables, and set up the slideshow. I hadn't even dropped my bag in a room. No one offered to help. No one noticed. Said my cousin, "Hey, can you take a few pictures of us with Grandma? You're good at that." She handed me her phone and walked off before I could answer. By dinner, I hadn't eaten. I was still checking cables. When I finally sat down at the kids' table, the only seat left, my uncle leaned over and said, "Hey, before you eat, grab a wide shot from the balcony." I got up, walked to the balcony, and stayed there. From above, I watched them toast, laugh, pour drinks, take selfies. No one looked around for me. No one realized I wasn't there. I felt like the hired help who forgot to wear the uniform. The next morning, brunch was already set up. I walked in carrying my camera bag and a folder. Before I could say anything, someone called out, "Hey, can you help adjust the banner? It's lopsided." I said, "No, I'm not helping today." They turned, confused, like a machine had spoken back. I walked to the projector, unplugged it, and took out my USB. My aunt said, "What are you doing?" I answered, "Taking back what's mine." My brother snapped, "You're seriously pulling this now?" I looked at him. "Yes, right now." My mom tried to keep the peace. "Don't ruin the mood," I replied. "I'm not ruining anything. I'm just done pretending I'm part of it." A few of them laughed nervously. Others stood there silent. Someone muttered that I'd always been dramatic. I didn't answer. I packed up my gear, picked up the folded menus I'd printed, and walked out. Not one person followed. No one even stopped me. On the drive home, I kept thinking the forgotten birthdays, the favors that turned into full-day jobs, sometimes even for weeks. But when I needed help, there was only silence. No one ever seemed glad I was there, but they were always annoyed if I missed something. That was the day everything made sense. They never overlooked me. They just never thought I mattered.